the Detroit Lions.
A very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Detroit Lions and the Minnesota Vikings. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you look at this Vikings ball club. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. The return man, Ty Johnson. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. We see Matthew Stafford, the one-time Georgia Bulldog, set to pilot the offense of the Detroit Lions.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
He takes this for 3 to the 29. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 23 carries, 108 for the yardage, and the score, too.
And the way they ran the ball last week has to bring a smile to the faces of the entire coaching staff because not only are they seeing a back pile up yardage, they're seeing an offensive line in sync, and that bodes well this late in the season. One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going. One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And he spins through. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Minnesota's offense and QB Kirk Cousins set to go here.
Leadership skills apparent early in his life, carried over not just in high school but in college where he was a 3-time captain of the Michigan State Spartans and learned the art of the comeback early in his career there and actually capped off his career with a big comeback in a bowl game before going off to the NFL.
Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, short tackle.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. The numbers a week ago for Cook. There isn't a coach alive who wouldn't like those numbers. Well over 100 yards and a touchdown, too.
Partner, I think all the coaches who are in that great coaching box in the sky would take those numbers.
So dead or alive?
Either way, they would take that kind of production.
From just shy of midfield, Cousins airing it out deep for Smith. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. From the gun, here's Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he will have a Vikings first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. A first down for Minnesota. Cousins finding Thielen.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Back to the ground, Cook. Bud Dupree, a former first-round pick, in on the stop. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And he hits him in stride. And he will have a Vikings first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did. Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone. Because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they? Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too. They go play action. Cousins. And he fires one incomplete. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there. And it's 3rd and short. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now. It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Cousins. This will be caught just inside the 10. And the Vikings are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a first down. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Dalvin Cook hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points. You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stop it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead. So that drive spans 13 plays. And it's capped off by the touchdown run coming from Dalvin Cook. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here comes Johnson on the return. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Lions offense heading out as we give you a look at the playoff race coming into the weekend in the NFC. And it's right about this time of the year that you start to say this is when the cream rises to the top. Week 15, 3 weeks left to go, but still plenty to be determined. There certainly is, because we all know everyone is aiming for that #1 seed. But failing that, because only 2 teams in the NFL get a bye, 1 from each conference, that question becomes who's hot? Who's peaking at the right time as you start the playoffs? Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Stafford completing it here to Marvin Jones. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Stafford going to lead with Swift on the draw. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, Stafford will find Bryant, his tight end. It's complete. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. They'll try and run here with Swift. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front. And a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
Here's Jack Fox now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Vikings offense making their way back out. Now let's give you a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice, that it all came together. But I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25. From the 25 on second down, Cousins. He quickly to Thielen here. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. First down, here's the run with Cook. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Working out of the gun, Cousins. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. Tracy Walker in on the tackle. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 7 yards there and a first down. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers point their noses close to the line.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Romeo Okwara. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
But enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. Now Cousins lets it fly for Thielen. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Vikings 7, Lions nothing.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll run for it with Cook. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. They try again with Cook, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Now Bailey to tack on the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it's capped off by the touchdown run coming from Dalvin Cook. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Returning it, Johnson. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
So out now come the Lions. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
From the 27, Stafford over the middle, it's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down. From the gun, here's Swift. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Throwing deep for Galladay. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First down Lions on a pickup of 13.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to the running game with Swift. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Stafford going to give it to Swift. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down marker at the Vikings 37. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down at about the length of the football. This Minnesota D up to the task on the 3rd down pass play.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And You see Dalvin Cook and the offense heading back out. And he's found the end zone twice, and now I'm guessing he's thinking, hey, let's find it 3 times.
And you got to figure from the defensive perspective, how's he gotten there twice? What are we going to do to keep him out for a 3rd time? How do we tighten things down? Because he and his offensive mates, they are really in sync right now.
And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Throwing on 2nd and 8, Cousins. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 16 yards, a 1st down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Cook. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Throwing, Cousins. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. On 3rd down, Cousins setting up the screen for Cook. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down. So unable to get any yardage at all off of the screen there on 3rd down.
And ordinarily on 3rd down, that's when you want to bring pressure. You get all your guys who want to get after the quarterback. But how about the patience they showed? Read the play, snuffed it out, and made a nice stop.
So Cousins heads to the Vikings sideline, and on is Dan Bailey to try the field goal. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And a 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
And Detroit getting set to go now. They're down 17-0, really needing to find that offensive spark on this drive as they have it with a 1st and 10. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. The tackle goes to Harrison Smith. Throwing on 2nd down. Stafford. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation. From the gun, here's Stafford. He'll get this one to Galladay. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Dalvin Cook taking the field for the Vikings' next possession. We're in the 2nd quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. through the air first. Maybe have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on. And then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive maybe. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception. A first down throw for Cousins. Over the middle to Smith. Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
On second down, Cook. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with third and just a yard.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Third down, Dalvin Cook. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll try to throw now. Cousins. That is caught at the 7. And the Vikings are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. They'll run with Cook. And the Vikings are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And the avenue collapsed for him as he's going to be held up short of the goal line. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal. A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And no move to take the offense on the field. They're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal. They go for it on 4th and goal, but then lines up incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Lion defense able to come up there with a goal line stand. So the defense asked to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd down now, it's Johnson. And he's able to get him a small cushion before being taken down at the 5, a gain of 3. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Here comes the Lions punter now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And he'll take it up. Now a hit and a loose football.
Recovered by the receiving team.
And that's what friends are for.
Right. As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
And you see Dalvin Cook in the offense heading back out, and he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. So the challenge comes in inside of 2 minutes, and it gets overturned.
And it changes the whole format of what's about to happen, because both sides have thought a certain call had been made. Now they have to flip back and start over. From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
And he comes back with one complete. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. On 1st and 10, Cousins. That'll be complete to Cook. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. To the air again, it's Cousins. And he whips that one incomplete there. He was looking for Adam Thielen there. And it's third down. Again, it's Cousins. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Cousins in step with Jefferson that time. First down, Vikings.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Cousins again. He's going to get this one down to Cook. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. He hit his first, this one from 38. Bailey's kick is good. And the lead now increases to 20-0. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, time for a sprint to the finish, as it's time to get you caught up with what's happening.
No, I'm not mad at you for skipping halftime, but can I just have a sip of water real quick, please? Thank you. All right, let's go. And he returns this to the 22. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold them to a 2-yard run, but I got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
He's turning in a pretty impressive performance running the football, and a big reason why they have this nice lead.
And in days gone by, we would clip this out and put it up on the refrigerator, wouldn't we? Clip out the box score. Nowadays, not too many newspapers out there. Maybe you screenshot it online.
Draw play, Cousins to Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Here's Madison running on first down. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. From the gun, here's Cousins. It's the right side here, complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Give to Cook out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Cousins to throw it. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. He has now hit number 500. Charles, that is his 500th NFL career catch.
Definitely worthy of applause, but I remember when 500 meant you were going to the Hall of Fame. Nowadays, in today's football, 500 puts you on the path, a significant number.
It's a first down following a gain of 3.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. They'll run with Madison. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Romeo Okwara able to record his 5th sack of the season.
And that's his 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. Here's Cousins. Complete. Jefferson the target. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Bailey now for the extra point. And that stretches the lead to 27. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it all culminates in a touchdown for Minnesota. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Johnson now returning. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. They'll find Swift out of the backfield. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Stafford on 3rd down. That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. The first down carry here for Johnson. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. From the 50, Stafford. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First down Lions on a pickup of 13.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Stafford with a play fake to Swift, and he'll set to throw. His throw incomplete. He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time, but it'll be 2nd down. Throwing again. Stafford. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 25-yard line. Again, it's Stafford. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks. But it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Here's Stafford. This will be caught at about the 6. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Throwing on third down, Stafford. Well, he's got it. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead.
After allowing that last score, the defense knows they've got to tighten things up. Otherwise, they'll let them right back into the game.
Now Matt Prater for the point after. It's up and good, and it makes it 27-7 now. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Fielded just outside the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Now the Vikings now heading onto the field. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Madison. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there, 1st down. They run, Cook. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down. Throwing is Cousins. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Trey Flowers make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
typically a blitz. And even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the fourth quarter. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Will find Bryant, his tight end. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Stafford throws complete to Galladay. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Stafford looks to throw again. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That one, a first down pickup of 8. To the air again, Stafford. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
What's up, man?
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
On first down, it's Stafford. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. The Lions on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 8. On the ground, this is Johnson. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
On 4th down, Stafford. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Well, certainly not the way that they were hoping that possession would end, failing to convert on 4th.
And now they've got to make sure that they keep their poise, they keep their confidence. Just because it didn't work once doesn't mean if they get that same situation later that they shouldn't go for it again. The defense feels great, but the offense, they can't be despondent.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
On 2nd down, this is Madison. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
They run again on first down. Cook. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 15 yards on the play, first down. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it out, and we've got them now.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 39-yard line. Here's Madison. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is second and 6. They'll run it with Madison. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Got an open man, finding Jefferson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Going on the ground with Madison. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Looking to throw on second down. Cousins. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. On the handoff, it's Madison. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1.
When a good play is made on defense, oftentimes leverage is the key to everything. Defensive line not getting turned, all the other guys making sure they're in the right spot. And on that play, they were able to stop them short of a first down.
Mike Zimmer's made his decision, and that decision is to try and go for this thing on 4th down. They're going for it. Here's Madison. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Throw in the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to 2nd and goal. From the gun, here's Cousins. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. 3rd and goal for Cousins. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Detroit's offense ready to take over. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on fourth, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on fourth down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride, the offense, this go-around. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Out of the gun, Stafford. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Now a first down throw, Stafford. And that's caught by the tight end, Bryant. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Detroit. Hunter Bryant, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are able to draw a bit closer. Well, that's pretty impressive, Charles. It's one thing to be an elite speed wide receiver and have all that yards after the catch into the end zone, but from your tight end?
Yeah, you don't get that very often. What you're describing is more like a Tyreek Hill, a Devontae Adams, and Antonio Brown. You're not talking about a guy that lines up or can line up in line and look like an extra tackle on running plays. He took that bad boy downfield just like he was a scat back.
Before the game, he told me, I'm going to have a zinger or two today. And I was like, oh, a zinger or two? I guess that's a zinger, right?
That's a zinger.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere, seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. The fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
First down, here's the run with Cook. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. They run it again with Cook. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. We got an injury here. And I believe, yes, that's the wideout, Adam Thielen. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Cook. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
And they'll get him down right around the 16. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves him with a 3rd down and 8. Cousins gives way to Cook, and he is going to be stopped at the 12, short of the 1st down. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. Well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. But what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because danger lurks everywhere you turn.
So for Minnesota, they're not going to go quietly here as the win moves them now to 8-6 on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for Detroit, they drop their 10th game now to fall to 4-10. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Green Bay Packers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.